With games like Thrill of the Fight 2, each update, it seems like traditional boxing and just technical boxing is becoming superior. I know that it's not that simple, and I know it's not just you get good at boxing, bro. I know that. It's boxing technique, and then it's fighting IQ, and then it's the cardio to hang with someone annoying that's maybe putting an annoying spammer like pressure. Regardless of what's going on, we're just gonna focus on getting better at boxing. So today, we're gonna go over some things to make sure your boxing gets better. Number one is almost advice. If you're trying to perform at anything that is physical, warming up is pretty important. I know since it's a video game, it's kind of easy to throw the headset on and then start swinging like crazy. And if you're like, younger, let's just say, it may not affect you that much, but warm up. Even if that's just like 3 minutes shadow boxing wherever you are, just get loose. Try not to just go from the couch to throwing a headset on and then asking your body to perform at a pretty high level. It's kind of insane if you just think about it, you know what I mean? If you just like off the couch and then swing as hard as you can, like what are you doing? But so many of us get kind of caught in that trap where it's like, I just want to jump on and do a quick fight. That's not what that is, okay? That's like asking your body to perform up here immediately, which is fine, but all the time, 24/7, crazy. And if you're like me, it typically takes like a round or two to kind of break that first wind and really feel good. So maybe that warm up is that time that you get to do that. Number two is something that you may miss out on if you're not familiar with going into a gym and you have a boxing background. If maybe you've only done VR boxing, so you don't really have that traditional boxing upbringing where there's certain things that you do and there's certain muscle memories that you learn from pad work and jump roping and things like that. So number two is one of those. Typically, you would do this with a partner, but you still can. You can meet someone in a custom game and say, today we're gonna do an offense-defensive drill. Today, I'm gonna focus on having my hands up perfectly. We're no longer showboating. We're no longer having our hands low, blocking fancy. We are just traditionally boxing properly. So you and your partner can meet up and we're gonna do an offense-defensive drill. I'm gonna go offense, whatever. If my combo is 2 punches or 12, when my combo starts, it does not end until my punches stop. My partner's job is to block and move and don't let that combo hit. But the second he's done, it's my turn. And then it's his turn to catch and block. So the way it'll look is if I have my partner, I'm here, I throw my combination. Once I'm done, I should already be getting hit the second my combo ends for a split second. But you can always use that imagination like you're shadow boxing. So I'm here throwing right inside. And once I bring this hand back and I'm ready, I should be catching and firing and maybe countering right off of that. Maybe it was only 2 punches. But if you have your partner in the VR world, you can at least have someone actually physically responding. And what that does is allow you to start winning exchanges. Don't focus about winning the entire round. Focus about winning every exchange. If in a real fight, my opponent throws and he lands, and then that's the end of it, who won that exchange? He did. Or if I throw, and then he connects right up, and I'm there, who won that exchange? The last person to fire. So that's what we're practicing. I'm not gonna focus on winning the entire round. I'm gonna focus on winning every exchange. The second he connects, I connect. And then to take it a step further, the second you see your opponent start to fire, you fire. So maybe you do 2 rounds offense, defense, and then 2 rounds trying to interrupt. And your partner knows that you're meeting up with. Your partner knows the second he starts to fire, it is your job to light him up, okay? But it's that quick exchange, you separate, you reset, the other person goes. Or if you don't have a partner and you wanna work shadow boxing, your imagination is my partner, we all do it, it's shadow boxing. Don't be like, I don't have friends. It's not the case, we just have you and yourself, the most consistent training partner that you're ever gonna have, by the way. Again, offense, defense. I throw, my opponent throws, I protect, or I get out the way. The second, more advanced version of that is the second I even start to fire, my partner or opponent will punish me for it. The second I even go, it's pop, 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 and he gets bombarded with punches. And then flip it around. So a fun drill you can do in custom games or just shadow boxing by yourself to practice that reaction of winning every single exchange. In that will be the round, and in that will be the fight. This last one is for whatever update comes next, and the one after that, and the one after that. It seems like since the very beginning of this game, counterfighting is the way to go. It seems like even with some updates that favored counterfighting, even to now when it seems like countering versus having an aggressive style seems to work. And I'm talking generally from what I've seen from the entire game's Discord, it seems like the counter fighters have such a large success. So this last one is a fun one because it's a counter. We're gonna start to parry because I'm way more able to move my opponent's gloves, and if he throws let's say a jab or a cross, whatever it is, depending on what stance he's in, whatever he throws. And if I'm here, I can typically parry pretty well and then fire off. Or with the lead hand, I could parry and jab off, or parry in 1-2, or parry in 1-2-3. You know, the parry can start a lot of things. So with blocking being better, that means your glove is more physical. And if your glove is more physical, then I can interact a lot more than just take the impact better. I can move better. I could parry better. So take that into consideration whenever we have better blocking. It's really our hands are more physical, so that can take the impact better blocking. Yeah, sure, but I can also interact here a lot better. One thing that really helps me if you're a little more advanced, or maybe you're new and want to try something, who am I to slow you down? Sorry, I even said that, okay? I have found a lot of success fighting like I'm holding mitts. I'm left-handed, so I'll be here, and I'm just here, almost like open palms with my controllers in my hands, and I'm just kind of almost like I'm catching. This is an actual style I used for years inside of the gym. And with gloves being more physical, where that glove isn't gonna just fly through my glove, you're able to play it a lot better. So almost like I'm just here, and I'm here ready to catch things, and I'm ready to parry things, and almost as if he were to throw a cross, I'm gonna catch it. More or less, I'm going to try to parry it or block it or whatever you're gonna do. Because if I try to catch it, then I can at least parry and go over. And if I catch it, then I can at least block with this one or go over the top with this one, because now he's not exactly just going up above my glove. You know, there's a physical part to it now. So again, almost like you're holding mitts. I'm here, I'm catch, a lot of the parry, and that playing a lot better. And then the counter fighting, right? If someone throws a big cross and then it gets parried down, this opening here is big, and then the hook on the far side, most people, this thing, not this. This is where it's supposed to be. But, this is where we like that. So as always, I hope those things helped you. If those things helped you, make sure you are subscribed. I put out regular content, like I'm talking like 6 days a week. So if you're in need, check out the other videos. And if you've seen them all, there'll be one tomorrow too. So just hang tight, okay? But as always, if you're not subscribed, please do so. Other videos, if you're interested, right over here.